Hey guys, it's Ryu with RyuGaming.com, and in this video I want to discuss crosshair placement, give it a little bit of a definition, explain to you some of the do's and the don'ts, and cover for you a couple of things that I see that I want to make sure that you're looking for in your own play. Crosshair placement is as it's described, and the words nail it. It's literally where you're placing your crosshair on a given map, given area, given site, whatever it is. Most of the time, people fall into the trap of kind of going mentally on autopilot, and their crosshair falls. And it's kind of like a boxer that doesn't keep their hands up. You're going to get popped in the face a lot. So you want to make sure that you're not running around the map like this, right? So this trash can is obviously not as tall as a regular player model. But if you're aiming like this, you're shooting kneecaps. You're probably hitting a lot of 52 and 54 and 2 or 81 and 3, but you're probably not getting a lot of the either insta kills or headshot kills. So you want to make sure that your crosshair is going to stay at the height level. And to some people, crosshair placement's just putting the crosshair at headshot line. It's a little bit more than that, but that's definitely a part of it. One of the other parts is kind of anticipating, if you're playing defensively, anticipating a rush. Now, if somebody's, if you don't hear anything, so let's say that you've lurked into this the radio room area here, right? And you're not aiming at kneecaps anymore. You're aiming nice and high at the headshot line. And you hear them coming, okay? So maybe you hear, they're running like this, and you hear them running. You're not going to want to put your crosshair like this close to the wall, right? This is just situational awareness, where you hear them running. They're not going to peek the corner like this in slow motion, right? So you're not going to have the reaction time required to hit a shot that fast. If you hear them running, move the crosshair out a little bit. And when I say move it out, I mean from this wall. Now, when you're peeking the walls, a lot of times people will tell you not to pre-aim. Pre-aiming isn't bad, and I'm going to explain that in a second. But the difference between pre-aiming and crosshair placement, pre-aiming is like you're tracing somebody or staring at somebody through the wall based on where you hear they are or where your teammate's telling you they are. And crosshair placement is going to be a little bit more, keep the crosshair next to this doorway, keep the crosshair next to this doorway, keep it next like this. Where pre-aiming is, if this guy's here, I'm just going full at him like this. So hopefully I'll show that again. This is kind of you keeping it same distance from the wall the whole time versus pre-aiming. Now, when they're coming to you, it's a lot easier to have really good crosshair placement. And the fun thing about crosshair placement as a CT or as a T after you've planted the bomb is you let them do the work for you. It's literally like you're going to stand where they're going to put their head into the crosshair to make it easy for you. Now, when you're taking an area as a T, it's a lot harder. But when you do it correctly, you're going to raise the consistency of your shot, you're going to raise the accuracy of your shot, and you're going to reduce the need to hit super crazy twitch shots all the time. So here's one that a lot of people do. They'll kind of come like running around here, they'll make sure no one's here, and then they pre-aim this guy in the corner. And so I've got two trash bins set up, and I'm going to show you why, in this instance, pre-aiming this corner here is a bad idea. I'm dead. That's why. If this is a bad guy, if this is an enemy, and they're playing an angle like that, the fact that I pre-aimed this corner, before I even get around the wall to shoot this guy, I'm going to die. So this is an area where situational awareness dictates, I don't know if he's in the corner, I'm not going to pre-aim the corner. I'm going to kind of come and clear it. Maybe I'll shoulder peek it a couple times. I'll make sure nothing's turnpike. Okay, turnpike looks clear. Nothing's at yellow. Oh, my teammate just ran this way and died. There's only one person and he's in the corner. Now I'm going to switch to pre-aiming. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. On top of that, there's a lot of things, a lot of maps that are new, and a lot of newer players don't know the headshot line. Have a teammate show it to you. If you're going to be playing this turnpike area, you're going to be playing on these boxes, have somebody on your team just kind of like run out like this and see, okay, look, staring at the wall, his head's going to be between this brick and this brick, so I'm going to keep my crosshair here. And learn those headshot lines and spend some time in practice before it comes time to play in league play or maybe even in matchmaking. But when you do those things correctly and you do them consistently, and you make a point of being conscious about them, it's going to immediately improve your gameplay. I noticed a lot of time when people are slumping, it's because they're just forgetting. They're like a boxer, like I said earlier. Hands are falling down, not hitting their shots. They're not protecting themselves. And, they'll start to be, they'll hit maybe one nice twitch shot, where they're kind of like bam and they land it. And then from then on, they think that, okay, whatever I'm doing now is good. Let me keep my crosshair nice and low and force myself to have to hit incredible shots every time. You don't want to do that. You want to put yourself in the best possible position to win the round and to land the shots, and crosshair placement is a huge part of that.